All right, what's going on, everybody? The Iceman here on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel on this Monday. WWE Fastlane last night. Now, I've been reading a lot of disappointment with the pay-per-view. People saying it sucked and whatever. Predictable. Yeah, it was a little bit predictable. The WWE teases, different scenarios, but in the long run, they were going to do what they had planned all along. The kickoff show. Kalisto, Alberto Del Rio, United States title, Kalisto champion, 2 out of 3 falls match. I'm sorry, but anytime there's a match on the pre-show, I can't get into it. Like this one, I'm happy Kalisto has a belt. It's about time younger guys do have a belt. But did I care about this match? No, I didn't. Kalisto ended up getting the 2 out of 3 falls and retaining the United States title. Good for him. So we start off Fastlane with the Divas Tag Team match. Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch against former Team Bad members Naomi and Tamina. Not a bad match for a women's match. They did pretty much what they could do. I was a little disappointed Sasha, wasn't in a one-on-one match. And I'm even more disappointed that Paige wasn't even on the show. I do believe she is still recovering from an injury, but find some way to get her on the show one way or another. But anyway, the Divas match was okay. It ended up with Sasha with the bank statement on Tamina for the win for Sasha and Becky Lynch. Overall, an okay match. So we move on. Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental title. Owens champion. One of the best matches of the night. Really enjoyed this match. I think it really delivered. Owens and Ziggler gave it their all. Ziggler had opportunities to win the IC belt. Owens thwarted those opportunities and vice versa for a good amount of time. But all in all, at the end, Ziggler was going for one of his standing kicks on Owens. Ref got in the way, so Ziggler held back, and then Owens ended up with that power bomb, the pop-up power bomb, and that sort of ended it for Dolph Ziggler. But a really, really good match. It was very well worth watching. So, moving on, 6-man tag. Ryback, Big Show, Kane against the Wyatts, Strowman, Rowan, and Harper, along with Bray Wyatt. A match I really didn't care about. Looking into this match, I'm saying to myself, okay, there's got to be a meaning behind it. There wasn't. Ryback ended up taking out Harper at the end to win it, but to me, there was no meaning of this feud because I thought something was going to happen later on in the show that it didn't. So this match, to me, was really somewhat meaningless. It was just to get people on the pay-per-view. Charlotte, Divas champion, going up against Brie Bella. We already heard about her, deciding she's going to retire now that Daniel Bryan is now retired from active wrestling. Very good match with Brie and Charlotte. Charlotte, I do like her arrogance. She is just like her father. I don't like her as a champion. I'm not a big fan of Charlotte whatsoever. But going into this match, I knew Brie wasn't going to win. They made it look like she had that opportunity that she just might upset Charlotte. And a lot of people were thinking, well, just maybe they're just going to pull the plug and let Brie, be champion one more time. But it wasn't to be. But I will say this. Brie put on a very good show in this match. But Charlotte did end up coming out on top. But a very good Divas match, in my eyes. to say the least. So AJ Styles, Chris Jericho. Again. Well, we both know what both these guys can do. I think Styles, I'm still trying to get used to him here in the WWE. I'm so used to him elsewhere. I'm still not comfortable with him in the WWE. I don't know whether it's the look, his appearance. I'm used to pretty much the cleaner cut AJ. But him and Jericho put on another good match. Not as good as it could have been. But again, it wasn't a bad match. AJ ended up with the clash on Jericho. Jericho got out of that. He didn't get the pin, but then the calf crusher, Jericho could not get out of, and he eventually had to tap. So AJ did get the victory over Chris Jericho, and they claim he cemented himself a name here in the WWE. So there you have that. So Edge and Christian having a segment, which was fun to see those two guys back together again. They're always funny to watch when they're together. They had the New Day out there, and of course the New Day running at the mouth once again. A lot of jokes being shot back and forth. And then of course the League of Nations, or whatever you want to call them, came out and sort of like scooted Edge and Christian out of the ring. It was an okay segment. It was just a segment that was building up towards the main event. So yeah, but it was okay. And Edge and Christian were supposed to air on the WWE Network right after Fastlane was over with. So we get to the main event, triple threat match. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose. What was going to happen here? Well, the WWE has been teasing Dean Ambrose for a long time. Then they stopped it. Then they started teasing him again, getting back into this title picture. I thought the triple threat match was a good match. I really enjoyed this. A lot of people were upset at the outcome, but like I said, the pay-per-view was pretty much predictable. There was a moment that I thought each and every one of them were going to win this match, because Brock Lesnar was buried underneath the rubble of the announce table, and he emerged and came back. And then they beat him up again, Ambrose with the chair to Lesnar, as well as to Roman Reigns. And I'm thinking, okay, here we go. Ambrose is going to come out and win this match. But, as usual, my thoughts were wrong. Predictable comes into play. Roman Reigns gets the spear on Ambrose, gets the pin, and Roman Reigns will face Triple H at WrestleMania. After the match, Triple H came out with the belt and stood in the ring with Roman Reigns as they went off the air. All in all, I did enjoy this pay-per-view. I know a lot of other people didn't, but this is my opinion. People always want to complain about something, and again, they did. You know, no Cena, no Seth Rollins. It's a good thing, because those guys would have been the scapegoats of this pay-per-view, but now you don't have Cena and Rollins as the scapegoats. It is what it is. I enjoyed the pay-per-view. People need to get over it. This is what the WWE is today. Just sit back and enjoy it. Don't so much criticize it. With all that being said, enjoy your Monday, everybody. This is the Iceman on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel.